Okay, here we go. Yeah, first I want to say, just East Texas A&M. I just, I've got a lot of respect for how hard those guys play and the growth in their program. From last year to this year, I think that that coach is an excellent young coach, and that those guys played incredibly hard and incredibly well. I thought we played pretty hard and did a pretty good job defensively, and were able to get the separation in the second half. Obviously, the first half was a little frustrating offensively, missing two dunks. Just taking some bad threes, which you shouldn't have to take. When versus their defense there, but with the quick turnaround and obviously the schedule that's looming here with the last two non-conference and the Big East, Big East play starting, I thought it was just important to get through this last bye game, and just be done with that part of our schedule. But I give them a lot of credit. I thought they made some hard shots. They got some good players. I mean, Garcia's a really good player. Harrison is a really good player. Hunt is a really good guard, seventh-year player. I think they're going to win a lot of games, in their league.
And you like what Jalen gave you tonight, and do you think, obviously Braylon had a big night the other night. Do you think there's a little healthy competition there, maybe a little spring in his step with the potential for minutes, battle for minutes?
There's enough for everybody. There's it's a good problem to have, is to have guys, having good players around you that that raises your level of play. I thought I thought Jalen was active today, and I thought he made a lot of winning plays out there. I really liked what he did. I liked what Jay Ross did. I thought Jay Ross's statistics, there's a reason why he was a plus 21 out there. The team was better when Jaden Ross was in the game. So yeah, I think the strength of this team is the depth. It always has been. It always will be.
Do you like the idea of Braylon being that kind of spark, that offensive, defensive, athletic shooter off the bench? Obviously worked well against Kansas.
Yeah, I don't know that that's the role I necessarily envision for him. But like anything else, I think is. He's still working his way back. That was just, and I know he was awesome at Kansas, but the most minutes, I don't know what he ended up playing the other night, 22 minutes. I just don't know that he's, quite at the point where, that 28 to 30 minute a game range potentially as a starter, whether, that's not where we wanted to go tonight. And, again, we're going to play the guys, and I think Braylon's going to be a guy, once he catches his rhythm, that's going to be really hard to take off the court. But we got a lot of guys that do a lot of things to help us win.
Is it a good feeling right now, especially after last year, to know that you can rely on your defense pretty much every night to carry you, and then hopefully the offense gets into a groove?
Yeah, I just thought, again, we shot 52% from the field. We had 17 assists. We had 6 turnovers. They really turned people over. We missed, I thought we shot too many deep threes. I just thought Solo and Alex, in particular, just they're taking threes that are just a little bit too, they're a couple feet beyond, where we need to shoot them. So we've, it seemed like we were shooting from the Bobby, you got a second? No, everyone please, Bobby, come here for a second. Yeah, I just thought we were shooting too many threes from the Madison Reed hair care. I don't know if is it women's or is it men's? Is it unisex or is it women's? I just thought we were shooting too many threes from that purple, from the Madison Reed. I'm not getting anything from them. It's just, but we play on that logo and we're proud of it because a great alum, right? We got a great alum that's responsible for that, right, Jason? Yes. Let's go.
Do you like where the defense is right now, though, and the fact that you can rely on it?
Sorry. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, that's how you become bulletproof as a team. Where you could win games in different fashions. I do think, offensively things will come around. I think. I think we're close there. I think we're not quite seeing it from an execution standpoint. I thought we did a better job versus the switch today of driving centers and posting small guys. I thought that's what you have to do when people switch. But yeah, I mean, the reason why we won back-to-back championships was because we had a defense that could sustain us on nights when our offense was up against another great defense. So, yeah, I mean, you can't do this without an elite level defense, a top 5 defense, a top 10 defense. You're not winning anything.
Dan, 58-22 in the paint, obviously taking advantage of that size matchup, but 5 threes in the first half. Was that the plan going into this?
Yeah, I think that, again, they switched to deny, which is a very unique defense. And it's not a very comfortable thing to play against. It was, and I think it's like, it was a real challenge with the short turnaround, getting it at 5 a.m. on Wednesday. This game felt like on top of us quickly. So that was, I thought we were a little sluggish in the first half and rightfully so. We've been on a heck of a scheduling run here, and I think we could do a better job, with that next year in terms of spacing some of these games out. We probably shouldn't have played a game today. But that being said, I think it's all about going into games and, being able to be versatile as a team where, again, you could win it with your defense, you could win it with your rebounding, you could win it by driving it and getting it inside, you could win it with high-level three-point shooting, you could move, you got to be able to win games in a lot of different ways. Is that it? All right, guys.
Yeah, for anyone really, how is it? You got Fog Allen on Tuesday night and Madison Square Garden coming up, Texas as well. Is it difficult to kind of get up for a game like this, and how do you motivate yourselves to do that?
It was definitely a tough stretch, but I mean, this is what we work for. I mean, we have a couple stretches like this going down throughout the season as well. So this was just our first test. Big East play. We're gonna have days where we have to play 3 games later or 3 days later, and we just have to be able to adjust. So I mean, playing against a scrappy team like this is just gives us the opportunity early on just to adjust to that.
So can you just talk about the ability to rely on the defense for this team? I mean, the offense wasn't really in a flow today. You shot 50%, but it didn't feel like it was in sync. But the defense has been there for you guys.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like the defense last year was our Achilles heel, and to be able to fix that and make it a strength for us has been extremely helpful for when we go on offense where we have to go on fast breaks and get easy buckets. So, I mean, I think it just makes it so much easier.
Can you also talk about what Jaden is bringing to the team this year, just in terms of defensive intensity, a lot of big plus numbers for him when he's out there on the court?
Yeah, absolutely. He's a dog, man. Jaden's versatility is hard to deal with offensively and defensively. We always talk about in practice how he's one of the best defenders on the team, or the best defender on the team. So, I mean, we always have that confidence in him. When he's guarding somebody, it doesn't matter who he's guarding. It could be 1 through 5, and I know he's holding his own. So, I mean, he's just an incredible defender, and that's just something you always need on the court.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, he's just his versatility and what he does on the defensive end is just not like anybody else. It's his frame, his athleticism, his speed. So I think he can just guard through 1 through 5, 1 through 4, honestly. So yeah, it's good to have him on the team for sure.
Solo coach was talking about how deep some of the threes that you and Alex are taking are. Do you always know where you are on the court when you take the shot, or is it just kind of you see the rim and you know you're open?
Yeah, that's part of my problem sometimes. I feel like I just see open space and I kind of let it fly. And sometimes you just got to go with what's working. Going to the rim today was working, and the paint was open, so I just had to stick to that, and that's where we were able to get easy buckets as a team too.
Jalen, you started every game this year so far. Is that important to you, or is it, you just want to help the team any way you can? And obviously, Braylon's back, had a big game the other night. Does that push you a little bit too? To see him playing so well, does that push you a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like my whole career I've always been a selfless player. So to see him go crazy that game, it was kind of. I loved it. Like I loved every part of it. So it's not going to be any change for me. I'm just going to go out there, do what I got to do for the team. He's going to go out there and do the same thing. So it'll work.
How much do you feel like you've improved since you stepped on campus in the summer and to now? Did you think you would get this much better this fast?
I mean, I think it's just thank you to everybody who's been supporting me on this journey and just pushing me every day. And then I try to step up for the team every day and just give it my all that I can give.
Did it help you to sort of have to be thrown into the fire right away, or was that just going to happen naturally?
I think so. I mean, just building that confidence early and just getting adjusted from high school ball, national team ball to college ball. I think so.
For Solo and Jalen, the crowd was kind of dead in that first half. Steal a dunk, next time down you throw the ball to him for a tough finish. Talk about how important that stretch was to kind of get some life back in this arena.
Yeah, definitely. This arena is electric when it's at its best, and we don't want to have any dead spots in the crowd or whenever we're always making sure that we have to make those plays to get the crowd involved and also just to be able to just bring energy, bring life to the game. I mean, that's what makes it fun when you have those plays, and that's how you know you're doing the right thing.
Yeah, I would just say I feel like in this part of our career, I think there's kind of a standard from the fans that they expect, and I think we just got to go out there and execute every day, and that'll help. That'll help the crowd be in it and give us some more energy on the defensive end and offensive end. So.
Jalen, this is one of those games where you kind of have to get in the mud and just make it happen, after the Kansas game. Does that really matter, this kind of game versus a game with a lot more media and so forth?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's good preparation. I think last year we kind of went to this game kind of lackadaisical, and it kind of set us up bad for Maui, and you see how that turned out for our year. So our coach he harped on a lot on just taking one game at a time, not looking forward. So that's what we try to do.
So you shot the ball a little bit better today, but also, as you alluded, you just went to the basket because you can see that there. Do you feel like you have the ability just to kind of put bad shooting games behind you right now and just look forward to what there is for you and what you can do?
Absolutely. I feel like when you have those bad shooting games or games that you don't shoot up to your standard, I mean, it's a part of basketball. I mean, everyone goes in parts of like the season where they're not hitting shots. So I remember Steph Curry went into a streak where he missed all his shots in November. I'm not no Steph Curry at all, and he's the best shooter of all time. So I mean, if he has a whole month where he's not hitting threes or he only goes like 4 for 36 or however many threes he hit, like that's just, you just got to be able to have that confidence in yourself and confident in your work. Just trust your craft.
Kind of 2 for 5 from 3 for you today. I mean, that's 40%. Can that help you take the next step towards finding your rhythm?
Absolutely. I mean, it's better than what it was before. I mean, I'm actually glad that I didn't put up as many threes as I have in previous games. I feel like sometimes I shoot myself out of the games, and I feel like today I did a better job of just sticking to what was working and just going to the rim.
So now that you can look ahead, how much are you looking forward to meeting Florida again and going back to MSG?
Absolutely. Going back to Store South is going to be a big one for us. Playing a great team in Florida. I mean, it's just an opportunity just to get some revenge like we did with Kansas. So, I mean, we're definitely looking forward to it. And we have a bunch of big games ahead coming up, too. So, I mean, I'm excited for everything that's in store.